All right, this is Kenny here. I have a thought that I'd like to share as relates to where we are at in our life. We've been through a lot of freaking change this year. We've been moving around a lot as well in terms of our physical location. And every time we move around to new locations, it changes our environments. It changes what we experience. It changes who we talk to. Through the movements, we either connect with people more or we disconnect from people. If it's a mature relationship, you'll be able to grow and maintain the relationship from a long distance. So I've been moving around a lot. Beginning of January, back to Australia, traveling Australia for business. April, holy shit, going to Bali, totally forgot about that. And then coming back to Australia back to Vancouver to Australia, all the way up until now. And throughout all this movement, we go through experiences of love, of doubt, of fear, of anxiety, of happiness, of sadness. You go through experiences. And because we've been moving around all the time, it's been keeping us busy so that we avoid the processing of the experiences and the emotions. So we go on from one story to the next, one side quest to the next side quest, one mission to the other mission. And now as we sit here, we're finally taking a breather. And even the last 3 months, we've been making decisions based around another person. And now we see that we don't have to anymore. That was a decision that we made, when the decision we can also make is to sit here and see that, holy fuck, there is no rush. Because now we're sitting here and we can put all of our time and energy into doing this one thing that we want to do. And we know that when we do it really well. We know that when we do it, we're in flow. And that is building, creating. So the last few months, although we've been making decisions around another person, by doing that, it also helped us figure out where we want to go next. It helped us discover places that we could potentially set an anchor to, because we don't have an anchor anymore. Our anchor was home, back in Vancouver. Our anchor was our 15-year relationship that we believed that we were going to live the rest of our life with and together. And sometimes things change, and that's what happened to me. And when I say release anchors, I mean Vancouver doesn't feel like home anymore. I have no interest in wanting to go back to Canada at the moment. And even here in Australia, Western society, I don't know if I have an interest of staying here for a very long time either. I'm here to train. Kami's Lookout. I'm here to do work with Gilbert, to reset, to recover. And like Kami's Lookout, there are other places around the world that I can now call recovery locations. Home. A place where I feel love, community, acceptance, where I can be my true form of self, where I'm giving and receiving in an energetic flow, in balance. A place that I know I can contribute and add value to. I've been searching for places like that, and I'd like to say that I have finally found one of few. So I want to go back. All while understanding that to play the game, you have to engage in the physical duties and responsibilities. So with what I'm building and creating with the boys, the team, the family, it's all intentional. And I am having a lot of fun learning how to navigate through my own energy, source, and mind, and capacity. And it's shifting the focus now. After 3 months of awakening my own inner traumas, and that's what happened in the last 3 months. Revealed my issues of abandonment, anxiety, unworthiness, not feeling like I'm enough, A lot of those emotions were suppressed over the years, and because of the decisions and the choices that I made, including parting ways with my partner, I wouldn't have pulled up these emotions or these traumas, if you want to call it, that I've been suppressing. And now that I'm aware of them, I can address them. I can breathe, and then feel the emotions every time the triggers come up, so that I can then regulates, and then breathe again to release, to recognize the patterns when they show up so that we can regulate and not have it impact the decisions that we take afterwards, which can and lead to emotional reactions. So yes, that's where we're at. Feeling nervous with where we're going in life, and that's fine, that's normal. I feel afraid, and being afraid is normal because that's the uncertainty, that's the unknown, but I have faith. I have faith in God, in the universe, energy all around me, myself. I have faith in what we're doing. And every day all I can do is make decisions that feel good, make decisions that are in line with our values. And we have the same amount of time each day, but it's based on the decisions that we choose to make, which will then create an effect, an outcome, a new experience. And from there we experience new things again, and it keeps building on top of each other. Going to the Philippines was a result of the experiences compounding on top of each other. Sitting here now is the exact same thing. Where we go next comes down to how pure and how clean our thoughts are, and then the choices we decide to make after this video. So that's for player ones, a narration, a documentation of what I'm going through at the time as I'm playing this game of life, and to release some pressure from myself. You know, I've been doing a lot of planning on what I'm going to share and then recording what I've planned versus just doing it this way. For player ones is a documentation of my life, the game that I'm playing, and the choices that I make, how I process information, the lessons that I learn, the frameworks and the philosophy that I am coming up with for myself so that I can better understand reality and this path that I'm walking, connections and synchronicities that I see, conversations that I have with people, things that I find worth documenting and sharing with other people as it resonates with this game we call life. So I'm speaking to the other players, the other players of their own game, other player ones. That's who my message is for. And that is it. Thank you so much. We're going to end that there and we're going to get to work. Bye now.